Welcome back, and here we are at EQUITANA 2012. I'm Brett Parbery, and I'm sitting here with the beautiful Mary King, the leading lady of world eventing. Mary, welcome to Australia. Thank you for coming. And you've done your masterclass yesterday, and I know everybody's walking around and saying how good it was. They're absolutely thrilled. I'd like to maybe open up the interview with, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you became interested in horses from the start, and a little bit about how you train, all the way based down in Devon. And it sounds like to me, from watching your masterclass, you keep it very simple.
Yes, I do try to keep it simple. It can all become very complicated, training horses and everything that goes with it. But try and keep things, very sort of basic and simple. Give the horses a nice life as possible. They're turned out a lot and, have an interesting life. So I'd quite like to be a horse with me. But yes, I started off, I didn't have horsey parents, so I don't know where I've got this drive from. But ever since I can first remember, all I wanted to do was to ride horses. And as far as eventing, it was the Pony Club coach trip to Badminton horse trials that really sort of clinched that drive to want to be an event rider. And I went to Badminton as I suppose I was about 12 or 13 years old, and couldn't believe what I was seeing. All these shiny horses and shiny riders, and they all seemed so brave, galloping over these great big fences. And part of me thought, oh, I'll never be able to do this, but the other part of me thought, but Badminton horse trials, this is what I want to try and get to one day.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, I love hearing that coming from someone like you. Your achievements are just outstanding when it comes to eventing. You've medalled. I mean, if you could just tell us your achievements so far, would be great.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to have done 6 Olympics now, and I have won Olympic medals in Beijing. We came back with bronze, Athens silver. So I was quite hoping for gold in London to complete the set. But anyway, London went and we won silver, which, was just wonderful because it was such a great games, and in a way, such a relief we managed to win a medal at a home Olympics. But it just means now I'm going to have to keep going for another 4 years to get that gold one.
That's wonderful. I mean, I must say, being involved in the Olympics myself as the coach of the eventers, I felt sorry for you guys because you had the weight of a nation to perform. But what amazed me is how relaxed you all looked. You looked so relaxed. It was another day in the office. It was wonderful. Did you feel any pressure?
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely. But I suppose, just cope with it. It's all very much sort of inside. You feel obviously very nervous, very concerned. More the concern is making a mistake, doing something ridiculously wrong as a rider that you shouldn't do at your level you're at. Yeah. But no, don't feel sorry for us as far as having that weight of the nation on our shoulders. It was wonderful. It was just fantastic to have all that support. And my lasting memory of the Olympics is galloping across country in Greenwich Park with the roar of the crowds with me as I was galloping around and galloping from fence to fence, hearing that roar like a wave ahead of me, building up. And it was just, I'll never experience that again. And it was just lovely to know that all those people were with you, and a relief as well to then deliver. Yeah,
no, well done. And you delivered in style. And I must say, there's a very small part of me was absolutely thrilled for you all. I really was very happy to see yourself and your team deliver the medal. I loved watching Carl and Charlotte in the dressage, and I really enjoyed the team gold for the Great Britain. Even though I'm Australian, I really did sympathise and appreciate your efforts. Imperial Cavalier, your wonderful horse. When I saw you on the very first day of arena familiarisation in London, I couldn't believe how hot and sensitive he was to that environment. And I thought to myself, if Mary gets a test out of this horse, I'll be surprised. But you did. You're amazing.
Yeah, he is such a talented horse, and he's so enthusiastic. He enjoys the sport much too much. I keep saying to him, Archie, stop enjoying yourself so much. He's just bursting with energy and just can't wait to get on. He's just like that by nature, and he's similar at home. He's very eager to please and to get on and do things. But obviously that was our main worry, me as a rider, and the British selectors worry about selecting me and Imperial Cavalier in the squad, was that would he go into that main arena for the dressage and lose his mind a bit and end up not being able to perform his best work, because he's very talented on the flat. He's got 3 good paces, he knows his work very well, he's got a huge amount of presence, but he has let himself down and me down when at some previous championships where his enthusiasm's got the better of him.
I mean, he's a beautiful stamp of a horse. If I had to pick a horse out of that whole Olympics that looked like the horse I'd like to ride, I think he would be my pick. He was a beautiful horse. Is there a certain type of horse that you look for in your next eventers?
Well, beautiful ones are very important. No, not really. I've had all really sort of shapes and sizes and types through the many years I've been competing, but I do seem to get on very well with a slightly bigger horse. Horses that aren't pure thoroughbred have a lot of blood in them, lots of thoroughbred breeding in them, but maybe with a little bit of something else. I mean, for example, Imperial Cavalier has got a little bit of Holstein blood in him. Previous horses that I've had success with, say King William and Star Appeal, they were horses with a little bit of Irish draft in them, just a sort of 8th, but the rest thoroughbred. And that seems to suit me. But at the end of the day, that they've got to have natural talent. Obviously the paces, the natural way they jump. But at the end of the day, they've got to have it in their heart to want to do it. Yeah. And obviously very difficult when you're buying young horses to know whether that's really there.
And on the topic of young horses, do you have some more exciting horses in the stable that we're yet to see?
Yes, I do. Yeah. No, I'm very, very focused on trying to get to Rio now. Another 4 years of going around in circles. Yeah. But no. And I've got actually the same owners, Eddie and Sue Davis, who own Imperial Cavalier. They've got a very smart 7-year-old with me, who is a little bit similarly bred in a way that this Cavalier, the sire of Imperial Cavalier, he's the grandfather of this 7-year-old, and he's very blood otherwise. This 7-year-old, he's very thoroughbred to look at, quite sharp, not hot, but quite sharp, a bit nervy, but very talented, beautiful mover, beautiful jumper, bold across country. Just needs to, he's at 2-star level now. I just need to keep producing him calmly and quietly, so that he can keep level in his mind. But no, he's a lovely horse.
So let's hope some more medals to come in the future. Mary, it's a family affair for you. I've noticed your daughter also is competing and riding. Is it, I guess when you do it to the level you're doing, it needs to be a family affair, doesn't it?
Yes, it certainly does. David, my husband, isn't very horsey, but he puts up with what I do, and he comes, he follows the sport, and he comes to all the major events with me. And then I have 2 children, Emily, who's 16, who's ever so horsey and very much wants to do what I do. Not that I've pushed her at all into persuading her to do it. She's been very much her will. And she actually won individual silver at the Junior European Championships this year, which was, it's a big event. Yeah. And anyway, she's a very proud mummy. Yeah. And then Freddie is 14 and he's not horsey at all. But he's a good boy. He follows what I do, and likes to come and support me, but doesn't actually ride himself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Mary, well, look, we love having you here. We can always find a place for you in Australia if you ever want to come and ride for us. Mary, thank you very much for joining us. You're a medalist, an Olympic medalist, a wonderful performer, a proud mother, wonderful horse lady. Thank you very much for joining us here at Equestrian Life. And this has been Equestrian Life TV. You can always join us on www.equestrianlife.com.au. Thank you.